One of the things I love about Fortnite is the ever-expanding storyline, and this week brings us the new, vibing, storyline-driven quests. So today we'll be going over them and seeing what is happening. But that brings me on to a little confession, because I did record part 1 of the quests, but due to encoding issues, that video has been lost. So let's have a little recap before looking at part 2. So part 1 begins with getting the party preparations done so that all the loopers can celebrate the downfall of the imagined order, while also cleaning up some of the old IO lookouts. But then the scientist takes a slight turn as he tells us that he now needs to investigate the reality tree and what is going on with it, so has us collect seeds for him to study. And that takes us into part 2, where the scientist is getting suspicious of the tree and wants us to establish a device uplink near to the tree.
First things first, everything is fine, and you should not tell anyone otherwise. I'm definitely not concerned about the sudden explosion of biodiverse flora across the island. I'm sending you out to get these energy scans of the reality tree just for fun. Got it? It's fun!
So next, the scientist is wondering whether all these new plants are coming from the reality tree, so we've got to go down and scan the reality tree itself. I've placed my marker right where this is telling us we need to go. Oh yeah, I do see it. Let's go and do that straight away.
Well, that's a lot of 0-point energy. And the roots are pulsating ominously. It's cool.
So after scanning, the scientist does not like the fact that those roots are pulsating, which I can't say I've actually noticed before, but okay, but he doesn't like the look of these roots, so we need to go scan the route between the reality tree and the reality bloom. Okay, I've pinpointed it again, and yep, there it is. Let's land right on it and see what is said.
Wow, that's normal, right? It's normal. Grab another scan for me, please. I'm training a new AI, and she might want some data to crunch on as a snack.
Okay, yeah, I hadn't noticed that before, but it really is actually pulsating, this tree. I don't know if that's new this week. So it looks like we're just scanning the trees at the moment and the roots, because he's just asked you. You can see that bloom too, right? Well, yeah, it's called Logjam Lotus, and we've got to go scan that reality bloom. Okay, I'm sure there is only 2 variations. I know there's meant to be 4 variations of this place, but I've only ever seen the Roman Colosseum and this western place. But we're not here for that. Let's fly into here and scan it.
This is fine. The 0-point is just doing its thing. What thing is that exactly? Why am I not saying thing instead of thang? Look, it's a secret. I can't get over how normal my stress level is feeling right now.
I think the scientist is in a bit of panic. Apparently it's now time for some horrifying horriculture. I know the scientist's in a panic, but I'm not sure we need to go that far, do we? Well, we need to go and establish a device uplink anyway, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places we can pick from. And because we haven't been there today, I'm going to take us to Shifty Shafts to get this uplink. Once again, I've put it where it's told me it is. Oh, there it is.
It's time to root around in the dirt like a lone-loving garden monger. Again.
Like a what, sorry? Next, a scientist saying weeds prevent a reality tree from producing fruit. So he wants us to harvest fruit from reality saplings, not stop it. Alright, well, let's go down to my sapling and do that.
Turns out if you take care of these things, they grow. I need to talk to someone who speaks plant.
Who can you talk to that speaks plant? I mean, you've got Groot. Is it Bushranger that I'm thinking of? I can't think if that's who I'm actually thinking of or not. But apparently, the scientist has found a brave volunteer to sacrifice his body in the name of science. Now, I can only think it's going to be Bushranger. That's my guess anyway. It seems a bit of a strange place to put a device uplink. I mean, there's nothing around here, but I think that's that. Yeah, it's just behind this sign if I don't fly into a tree.
I have a plan to get us a man on the inside of all this reality tree 0 point stuff. You've met Bushranger, right? Plant guy, struggles with grammar, willing to sign any release form I give him. I secured permission to take a clipping, maybe a fingernail, of his newest form to the reality tree, just to see what happens.
Yeah, see, I thought it was going to be Bushranger. Couldn't see it being anyone else. Poor old Bushranger, always getting himself into these situations, but apparently the scientist is letting Bushranger meet the big scary tree, and the big scary tree to Bushranger. So we've got to go acquire a Bushranger seed from Mysterious Bloom, and then I'd assume we've got to take it over to Reality Tree as well. So we might be able to do that in one game. Oh, thank you so much for giving me a Vader drop in this one. Right, where's this sapling? Aha. And didn't Bushranger die a couple of seasons ago? Or back in chapter 2 anyway.
If you wouldn't mind, could you take our brave volunteer to the big scary tree radiating 0 point energy?
Yep. Only if I survive. Nope, I didn't survive. Oh, for goodness sake, okay, you actually have to do it in one game. Cue the montage of me absolutely failing. Hold the phone. I think we can cancel that montage. It is just up ahead. If I can just get here, I did it.
Bushy, I need you to start keeping a sleep journal, food journal, dream journal, maybe a vision board. Oh, you did. Let's see what you got. Darkness, big scary. Huh.
Big scary what? What have you just found out? So apparently the scientist needs to talk, and it never bodes well when someone says we need to talk, so I suppose let's head down to this gas station near Tilted and find out what's wrong. Come on in, scientist, don't leave us hanging. What's wrong?
Hey, you want to help me grab some 0 point energy readings? I could use a sounding board.
Are you telling me I've got this right in the theory video that the vanity tree is actually going after the 0 point? Okay, I'm going to put up in that top corner my Fortnite theory video, because going to 0 point, checking out the tree and going to 0 point has got me thinking I'm actually onto something with that, especially as he's saying the analysis, good English, the analysis is looking grim. Maybe it'll prove with more data, so we need to go interact with the 0 point scanning devices, and there's 3 to get. Let's see if we can get them all around Loot Lake. There's one.
The 0 point energy across the island is unprecedented. Best case scenario, I publish a brilliant paper and get a ton of awards. Worst case scenario, well, you can guess.
Fall of reality again?
I feel like the 0 point is trying to tell us something. And if I don't figure it out in time, who will?
Just dream away. Come on, there we go.
I'm beginning to think that maybe freeing the 0 point was a mistake. I thought I had all this math right, but clearly I missed something. Ultimately, if something goes really, really wrong, it's my fault.
So we shouldn't have stopped the I.O. apparently. Not sure how true that is, but there certainly seems to be something happening that has got the scientists in a complete panic and very worried, and we'll hopefully find out in part 3 of the quest that will be hopefully on the channel in the next day or two. Just keep an eye out because I'm sure it'll be out very soon. Plus we have the Island Hopper creative maps coming onto the channel soon as well. They are currently in the process of being edited, so they will also be out soon. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more videos. Even consider leaving a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.